No sound team? Good evening. I'm not sure if anyone has logged on to Facebook at this time. We're having a few technical difficulties with our sound, with our video. We're working on that. If you have any questions, feel free if anyone is on here. I'm not sure if we've had anyone sign on yet to use the chat. Welcome. I am Dr. Adrienne Oldham Ford, the proud principal here at Smyrna Elementary. I have had the pleasure of leading this outstanding staff over the past 3 years. Smyrna Elementary is conveniently located on the corner of Outer Loop and Smyrna Road. We serve around 450 students in grades pre-K through 5th. We have a very diverse community of learners, and we offer a variety of programming to meet the needs of each and every student, including English language learners, exceptional child education, gifted and talented, and advanced placement. Along with the Kentucky Core Content curriculum, Smyrna offers students special area classes and a variety of learning partnerships like the Louisville Zoo School and the Parklands. We also have several extracurricular activities such as quick recall, basketball, soccer, and robotics. Every single student here is part of the Smyrna family, and it is our mission to support and develop the whole child. Now I invite you to take a moment and learn why Smyrna Elementary is the right school for your child and family.
Greetings, I am Amanda Cooper. This is my 6th year serving here at Smyrna Elementary as the assistant principal. Here at Smyrna, we strive to make sure that your students succeed each and every day academically, but also our top priority is making sure that Smyrna is a place that our families, both students and staff, want to come to each and every day. Smyrna has a house system. When your child comes to Smyrna, they will be in one of 4 houses. These houses allow students across grade levels and amongst classes to interact with each other in house meetings. Students can earn points for both academics and for behavior. Making good choices can get you hallway points each and every time you walk down the Smyrna hallways. On a monthly basis, we have Smyrna pep rallies. And at the pep rallies, each house showcases the cheers and chants that they have practiced with one another to showcase their house in front of the entire school. At the end of the day, Smyrna is one house. We are the house of Smyrna, and we welcome you and your family here.
Welcome to Smyrna. My name is Amber Spencer, and I'm the school counselor here at Smyrna Elementary. I offer many services, including Counselor Corps, formerly known as guidance counseling, as well as individual counseling. I work closely with our mental health practitioner and family resource center coordinator to provide your students with the best social emotional support. I am proud to say that all of our teachers are certified in trauma-informed care. We truly believe in servicing the whole child. Thank you for visiting Smyrna Elementary, and I hope to see your child with us next year.
Hi, my name is Amber Wise, and I'm the academic instructional coach here at Smyrna. 2 years ago, we adopted the Bridges in Mathematics curriculum. And in 1 year, we showed so much growth that we were the top 5 elementary schools in JCPS for math growth. This program not only incorporates hands-on learning, but it incorporates problem solving and critical thinking skills. It's going to get your kids up and moving and having fun while also learning math. Not only do we have manipulatives here at school for students to use, but for NTI, every student was sent home with the manipulative kit so that the learning can continue in their own living rooms.
Hi, my name is Josephine Rosa. I am the literacy coach here at Smyrna Elementary. And here at Literacy, we use a program called Literacy Footprints for small guided reading groups, shared reading, and independent reading. Literacy Footprints is a set of leveled readers of high quality in a variety of genres. During NTI, our Smyrna students are able to access all their books online. Once they return back to school, students will have those books actually accessed, available to them. This program integrates reading, writing, and word study. This allows the teachers to deliver effective and rigorous reading and writing instruction.
Hey, my name is Amanda Temple, and I teach physical education at Smyrna Elementary. At Smyrna, we are so fortunate. We get to have 5 different special areas. 5. We have the STEAM lab, where students get the opportunity to create, design, and engineer as they work in teams to make their ideas unfold. STEAM lab has got it going on. We also have music. This is where kids get to get creative. They explore elements of music. They explore different musical genres. They also have the opportunity to participate in concerts and performances. They get to go see performances. They do a lot with Stage 1. They also get to rehearse for the talent show here. Our music teacher puts on a fantastic talent show every year. In library, we foster our love of reading. We have over 8,000 books in our library at Smyrna. So there's different genres and topics for every single reader. In PE, we are moving and learning all our new skills every single day with our friends so that we're having as much fun as possible while making our bodies and minds as healthy as we can. Branching out of PE, I also run a running club and a student-led step team. I just sort of like supervise our step team, and they performed in our Black History Month celebration last year. And then our last but not least, we are really, really fortunate to have the Compassionate Schools Project at Smyrna. Only a handful of schools have it anymore. And in Compassionate Schools Project, kids really focus in on their self-awareness so that they can be more focused and more empathetic and have more compassion, be more resilient, and create greater connections with people, just so that their overall well-being is as enhanced as it can possibly be here at Smyrna. So that's what we're doing in our special areas at Smyrna, 5 different areas, and so much fun.
All right, and that is the House of Smyrna. I don't know if anyone out there has any questions. Tonight we have a couple of Smyrna family members with us. Some you saw in the video, one you did not. She is our Family Resource Center coordinator, Miss Thompson. So if there are any questions about our Family Resource Center and the things that it provides for our families, be sure to ask any of those questions in the chat. And we'll also give Ms. Thompson an opportunity to introduce herself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ms. Thompson, Family Resource Coordinator. My apologies for not being in the video, but this is a very busy time of the year in the Frisky land, what we call Family Resource Coordinator Youth Service Centers. So we're really, really busy. We have a number of things going on where we are working hard to assist our families during this pandemic. It has been a little stressful for us all, but we will continue to endure. We will continue to get through this together. So everyone continue to be safe, wash your hands, keep your mask on, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson. Do we have any questions yet in our chat? I don't see any. Thank you to our folks out there on Facebook. I see you guys. See some thumbs ups and some hearts. To talk about Smyrna a little bit more, Smyrna has a wonderful mix of teachers that have a lot of experience and very little experience, which brings a lot of variety to the table when you're talking about meeting the needs of families and students that are ever changing. I'm proud to say, like I did in the video, that I've been at Smyrna for the last 3 years, and the growth that our students have made. You heard Ms. Wise in the video talk about the growth that we've made in math over the last few years, and the steps that we've taken as a school to ensure that all of our students have what they need to be successful. And this year, with us being an NTI, Ms. Wise suggested the purchase of the NTI take-home packs, which have been phenomenal in really bridging the gap between kids not being at school and at home. So having a resource like that, it's not provided at every school at this district. So as principal of this school, I would just like to give us a shout out and kudos for putting manipulatives in the hands of our students. And so they're in their homes and they can really continue to learn even though we aren't in the walls of the school building. Any questions, or anybody else on the team just want to share a little bit?
Well, I just wanted to say that for all of those who are watching right now, if you have friends and family who might be interested in coming to join us at Smyrna, please share the live video. We will be showing the video that you guys just watched again at 6:30, and we'll be answering questions. So if you guys would share the video so that people know that we're on here live and they can hop on and ask questions, and then this will be recorded so that we can post it later.
Thank you, Ms. Cooper. Anyone else on my team have anything they'd like to talk about?
Thought I would jump on and share a little bit about our gifted and talented program. So Miss Spencer, the counselor, and myself are co-leads for the gifted and talented program, and we have some great things coming up for our GT students, specifically 4th and 5th grade, but overall K-5 for our leadership GT students. So for our leadership students, they are going to be helping their homeroom teachers come up with Fun Friday activities, and they're going to have the opportunity to lead and plan those activities. And then coming up in the second part of the year, we are going to start some grade level groups based off of whether your student could be gifted and talented in math, reading, or just overall general intelligence. So we'll have different teachers, different special area teachers teaching those different groups, and we are really excited about those activities to come.
Thank you for sharing. Those sound like awesome opportunities for our kids and ways to keep them engaged, especially while we're outside of the building. And what Ms. Wise didn't really talk about is that those services continue when we're back in school. So it's not just something we're doing for NTI. What the services that we provide happen every day, even when we're back in school. Um, because this is a very difficult time for everyone, one of the things, we have to consider is the impact that it has on our students and their families and their mental health and wellness. And I am so proud of the mental health resources and the counseling resources that our school provides to our students and our families. And Ms. Spencer, if you wouldn't mind, would you share a little bit about how we work with outside agencies and how we work to support our students and families at Smyrna, especially during this NTI time, but also when we return to in-school, in-person learning?
We have a partnership with 7 counties. There are 7 counties again. There were 7 counties, then they were Centerstone, and now they're back to being 7 counties. And we have 2 wonderful 7 counties therapists that were coming to our school at least twice a week, meeting with our students when we were in person. During NTI, they are still meeting with our kids virtually, and they're meeting with our kids over the phone. They are still just as eager to help our students, even more so during NTI, because they understand the challenges and barriers that they have during this time. We have here at Smyrna a support staff team meeting every 2 weeks that comprises of myself, Ms. Thompson, our Family Resource Center coordinator, Brittany Reed, our mental health practitioner, and our 2 7 counties therapists. And we all work together to see what resources that we can bring to our students and our families, and just to stay on top of what's going on with our students to make sure that those wraparound services are being provided to our students.
All right, I think we finally did get one question regarding MAP testing. So MAP testing for the entire district is on hold right now while we are in NTI 2.0. So as a district right now, they have made the decision not to do that while the kids are at home. It is something that if we continue into NTI for a little longer, that they are reevaluating, and it's a possibility that they could be doing it at some point this year. But as of right now, that is on hold as a district. And so I wanted to kind of piggyback off of the mental health services and talk about some other things outside the classroom that Smyrna has really blossomed with over the last couple of years. And Ms. Thompson played a huge part in that, in developing a basketball program for our kiddos that they were able to participate in last year. And our kids worked so hard in the classrooms so that they could work hard and play on the court. So there aren't always a lot of extracurricular activities, including sports for kids at the elementary level. And Smyrna does have basketball. We also have soccer, and we have a running club. And you all chip in if I'm leaving anything else out. But I think Miss Spencer and I decided after going to a few basketball games last year, and there were a couple schools that had cheer teams, that we can't let Smyrna go back without having some girls on the sideline, or boys too, if they'd like. So that's in the works for the future when we do get back to in-person school. So just another opportunity that your kiddos would have if you choose to come join us at Smyrna.
So another opportunity that we have outside of the classroom for students is during the 2019-2020 school year, we implemented what we call Club Wednesday as a trial to see how we could foster into those students who may not be athletically inclined. So we said, okay, let's see. Teachers volunteered for 5 Wednesdays during the month of October to assist students with a club of their choice, something they were passionate about. So we had sewing club, we had a volleyball club so that students could learn the fundamentals of volleyball. We had art club. The art club was so large, we had to have 2 classrooms. We had chess club. Then again, we had the running club. We had so many different clubs that they wanted this to continue. But how do these continue? With the help of our community and with the help of our staff members who volunteered. We also have a phenomenal PTA. We would not be who we are Smyrna wide without our PTA. They support us in everything that we do. They always are there. They show up and show out. That's what we call it. So didn't want to forget about our wonderful PTA.
And I knew I was forgetting something. We have a partnership with Moore, and our kiddos go to Moore, and they get to have a Smyrna wrestling team that is coached by the coaches over at Moore. And if you're familiar with any of the wrestling programs in our district, Moore is one of the top programs in the state. So our kids have a wonderful opportunity to walk right next door after school for practices and meets, which also leads into we have a partnership with Moore for many other things. The more students come over and volunteer at Smyrna, and we've really grown our partnership with Moore Middle and High School over the last couple of years. And that's just another opportunity for your kids at Smyrna.
Thank you, Ms. Cooper. Ms. Rosa, I want you, I know she's like, really, yes, because I want you to share with everyone about our partnership with the Parklands. I think that is something that is very unique to Smyrna and an opportunity that a lot of students across this district will never have. So would you share?
Absolutely. So for the last 3 years, our students at Smyrna Elementary have had the opportunity to work with the education department at the Parklands, which is located at Floyd's Fork or Beckley Creek Park. You may be familiar with them. So they have come into our building and really supported our staff and students with not only in-house field trips 3 times a year, but visits to the park twice a year, completely paid. And what they do is they support us in our science standards, and cross-curricular, they try to incorporate some reading standards as well as some math standards. A great opportunity has fallen into our lap this year with that pilot program that we have with Beckley Creek Park and the Parklands, that they are willing to sponsor or grant up to 20 students for a week at a time to kind of do like a day camp with them. So if you are interested with that, you should have received a survey that went home through the internet either today or tomorrow. So please fill that out if you're interested. Again, they are granting that. The only thing you'll have to do is provide transportation for your kids. They will take complete responsibility for NTI with the students, as well as do a field trip type environment when they get to the Parklands. But like I said, they have been a partnership with Smyrna Elementary for the last 3 years, incorporating the science standards, really becoming hands-on, taking them out into the nature when they do go to Parklands, and really incorporating reading and writing and math standards with the science standards there at the park as well. So it is a great opportunity, and we are very lucky at Smyrna to be a partner with them.
Thank you for sharing, Ms. Rosa. Thank you once again to everyone who has signed on tonight. If you have not, if you would share our video at this time so that others can learn more about Smyrna. If you have any questions, please make sure to put them in the chat for us. One other program, and somebody feel free to chime in, that we are very proud of at Smyrna. It's a very new program for us, but it will really help to develop self-confidence and the leadership potential of each of our students. And that is the Franklin Covey Leader in Me program. We use Leader in Me in the classroom daily. When we have our in-person learning, we have materials that support each of the fundamental steps in the self-discovery process. And all that really means is getting to know yourself and understanding your body and the way that your body feels and regulates under pressure, what you do with that, how you plan, how you have a vision, and how you put all those things together to figure out this thing called life. So the Leader in Me program really just helps kids to develop some fundamental leadership principles. I don't know if anybody else wants to talk about the Leader in Me program. And like I said, it's very, very new in our building, and it's something that we really hope that we are able to embrace with our students. And it fits directly into, oh, we're not talking about our awesome house system. House of Reverse. So, Miss Cooper told us all about our Smyrna house system. And since we have not been in-person learning, it is just not the same. But as she described, every single student who is at Smyrna is in one of the 4 houses. We have a sorting event at the beginning of each school year for all of our incoming kindergartners and new students. And from that moment on, it is on and popping, and the rivalry is hot and heated around Smyrna. Kids are able to earn house points, from academics to showing leadership to just being kind to one another. It is a healthy and a fun rivalry. And if you can see how I just pepped up talking about it, it is something that we are passionate about. And it is the only time this Cardinal fan bleeds blue. But House of Rever rules. Y'all better have something to say. Y'all got something to say? Miss Cooper, I'm gonna put you on the spot, and only because I want you, and we just have a couple of minutes before we're gonna start it all over. But I'm not a fan of social media because my feelings get hurt real easy, you know. And right now, people are trying to choose schools, and people can say some very hurtful things about schools when they're just, posting messages. So, it's easy for me to say, as your principal, that I think Smyrna is like super phenomenal. But Miss Cooper, as an administrator, has been in Smyrna for a while, and she's seen the culture at Smyrna, and she's seen kids grow up at Smyrna, and she's seen teachers change professionally at Smyrna. And we only have a couple of minutes before we're going to start it all over, but could you just talk about the culture and climate outside of the house system? Just because I want to say, on this right here, you are the person who has been in the building the longest. So I think, no, Miss Rosa, can you speak to that too? I'm coming back to you, girl. So I'm going to let Coop speak to that for a second. And then Miss Rosa, if you would just share about the culture and the climate of Smyrna, because the rest of us are kind of newbies.
All right, so I'll say the 5th grade class that we have right now at Smyrna, they were kindergarten babies when I started. So this is the first class that I have seen all the way through and watched these babies grow all the way from kindergarten. So I have gotten to see a lot of change over the last 6 years at Smyrna. And I will say that, like Dr. Ford said, the media doesn't always portray the great things that are happening. And there can be one thing that's not so positive that is highlighted. However, Smyrna has grown so much over the past few years. I will truly say that I love to come to work every day. I love the staff that I work with. I love the kids at Smyrna. I miss seeing them. It's so different seeing them through a screen all the time and not being with everybody. And I know it will be different when we do get to come back, because I'm usually standing at the front door every morning when the kids get off the bus, and I get probably 200 to 300 hugs every morning, depending on how many kids are riding the bus. And every now and then, some of the older ones will give me a high five. But for the most part, everybody comes in with a hug and a smile. To Smyrna is just truly a place that kids want to come to school every day. And I said it in the video, not only do we really strive to make sure that your kids are pushed academically, if they are not where they need to be, we are doing everything we can to get them there. Our kids who are above the expectations, as Miss Wise was talking about, her
and Miss Spencer, who are leading the leadership and the academic enrichment. We are pushing your kids academically, but the whole child is so important. And we want your children, especially these new kindergarten babies that are coming in, because hopefully there's lots of kindergarten parents who are looking at Smyrna to bring your kids to. We want your kids to grow a love for learning. If your child doesn't want to come to school today, regardless of how wonderful the teachers are and they have great instruction, they're not going to soak it in. So it has to be an environment where kids want to come, where teachers want to be to teach. We very rarely, over the last few years, have lost any teachers for wanting to go anywhere else, unless they have moved far away, and decided to take a job closer to home. But our staff is here to stay. We support them fully. And I think Smyrna is just a happy place that both kids and staff want to be a part of. And so we welcome, as long as you want to be a part of Smyrna, come on in. We want you to be here with us.
Well, I have been at Smyrna for 9 years. This is my 9th year there. So I've really embraced the culture of Smyrna. We really are like a family. I mean, every decision we make, we are very honest and open with each other, keeping the child in mind. The success of the children is always at the forefront of any conversation that we have, whether it's whether we agree with it or don't agree with it. We always try to decide what's best for the kids. And our staff is one of the hardest working staff that I have truly. I mean, we are so blessed to have them. I mean, there's nothing else to say. We really push for the best. They're so dedicated to what they do. I know Ms. Wise and I are constantly working with them, and they really want to be there. They really want to do what's best for your child. The late nights that they get in touch with us, the emails that we get, the phone calls that we get, the tears sometimes that are shed because of the frustration of, I'm not getting through to this child. What can I do? Please help me. Or just, it's just been such a great day. Like, this lesson just went so well. Just the excitement of working with your kids. I love seeing the kids growing from year to year. And like Ms. Cooper said, I've had the joy of seeing many families come through Smyrna and the successes that they've had in the other schools that they go to, whether it's middle school or high school. It's just a joy to see, especially when they come back and visit. But like I said, our staff is one of the closest staff out there really to do what's best for your child. And they really put the work in it. And I think this would be a great fit for your school. I mean, I truly enjoy working there. It's not a job that I don't want to wake up to come to. I enjoy going to work every day. And it's truly not the same in NTI, but we do try to make the best of it with each other, still being there for each other and still being there for your kids. So I really hope that you guys do decide to come to Smyrna. It is a great place to be.
All right. Thank you, Miss Rosa. And I guess at this time, we will run our video again, and then we'll do another short question and answer before we sign off. Welcome. I am Dr. Adrienne Oldham Ford, the proud principal here at Smyrna Elementary. I have had the pleasure of leading this outstanding staff over the past 3 years. Smyrna Elementary is conveniently located on the corner of Outer Loop and Smyrna Road. We serve around 450 students in grades pre-K through 5th. We have a very diverse community of learners, and we offer a variety of programming to meet the needs of each and every student, including English language learners, exceptional child education, gifted and talented, and advanced placement. Along with the Kentucky Core Content curriculum, Smyrna offers students special area classes and a variety of learning partnerships like the Louisville Zoo School and the Parklands. We also have several extracurricular activities such as quick recall, basketball, soccer, and robotics. Every single student here is part of the Smyrna family, and it is our mission to support and develop the whole child. Now I invite you to take a moment and learn why Smyrna Elementary is the right school for your child and family.
Greetings, I am Amanda Cooper. This is my 6th year serving here at Smyrna Elementary as the assistant principal. Here at Smyrna, we strive to make sure that your students succeed each and every day academically, but also our top priority is making sure that Smyrna is a place that our families, both students and staff, want to come to each and every day. Smyrna has a house system. When your child comes to Smyrna, they will be in one of 4 houses. These houses allow students across grade levels and amongst classes to interact with each other in house meetings. Students can earn points for both academics and for behavior. Making good choices can get you hallway points each and every time you walk down the Smyrna hallways. On a monthly basis, we have Smyrna pep rallies. And at the pep rallies, each house showcases the cheers and chants that they have practiced with one another to showcase their house in front of the entire school. At the end of the day, Smyrna is one house. We are the house of Smyrna, and we welcome you and your family here.
Welcome to Smyrna. My name is Amber Spencer, and I'm the school counselor here at Smyrna Elementary. I offer many services, including counselor corps, formerly known as guidance counseling, as well as individual counseling. I work closely with our mental health practitioner and family resource center coordinator to provide your students with the best social emotional support. I am proud to say that all of our teachers are certified in trauma-informed care. We truly believe in servicing the whole child. Thank you for visiting Smyrna Elementary, and I hope to see your child with us next year.
Hi, my name is Amber Wise, and I'm the academic instructional coach here at Smyrna. 2 years ago, we adopted the Bridges in Mathematics curriculum. And in 1 year, we showed so much growth that we were the top 5 elementary schools in JCPS for math growth. This program not only incorporates hands-on learning, but it incorporates problem solving and critical thinking skills. It's going to get your kids up and moving and having fun while also learning math. Not only do we have manipulatives here at school for students to use, but for NTI, every student was sent home with the manipulative kit so that the learning can continue in their own living rooms.
Hi, my name is Josephine Rosa. I am the literacy coach here at Smyrna Elementary. And here at Literacy, we use a program called Literacy Footprints for small guided reading groups, shared reading, and independent reading. Literacy Footprints is a set of leveled readers of high quality in a variety of genres. During NTI, our Smyrna students are able to access all their books online. Once they return back to school, students will have those books actually accessed, available to them. This program integrates reading, writing, and word study. This allows the teachers to deliver effective and rigorous reading and writing instruction.
Hey, My name is Amanda Temple, and I teach physical education at Smyrna Elementary. At Smyrna, we are so fortunate. We get to have 5 different special areas. 5. We have the STEAM lab, where students get the opportunity to create, design, and engineer as they work in teams to make their ideas unfold. STEAM lab has got it going on. We also have music. This is where kids get to get creative. They explore elements of music. They explore different musical genres. They also have the opportunity to participate in concerts and performances. They get to go see performances. They do a lot with Stage 1. They also get to rehearse for the talent show here. Our music teacher puts on a fantastic talent show every year. In library, we foster our love of reading. We have over 8,000 books in our library at Smyrna. So there's different genres and topics for every single reader. In PE, we are moving and learning all our new skills every single day with our friends so that we're having as much fun as possible while making our bodies and minds as healthy as we can. Branching out of PE, I also run a running club and a student-led step team. I just sort of like supervise our step team, and they performed in our Black History Month celebration last year. And then our last but not least, we are really, really fortunate to have the Compassionate Schools Project at Smyrna. Only a handful of schools have it anymore. And in Compassionate Schools Project, kids really focus in on their self-awareness so that they can be more focused and more empathetic and have more compassion, be more resilient, and create greater connections with people, just so that their overall well-being is as enhanced as it can possibly be here at Smyrna. So that's what we're doing in our special areas at Smyrna, 5 different areas, and so much fun.
And there we have it again, the House of Smyrna. As we have been watching the video, a couple of things have gone through. I don't know if you've seen them in the chat, but they were shout outs that I think are important to mention. I don't want to forget to mention that we do have a quick recall team. We have a problem solving team, a robotics team, and that our kids have the opportunity to also participate in band and orchestra. And because we know all of those things are very, very important. So I wanted to make sure that each of you all were aware that really we are all about the whole child at Smyrna and really figuring out, what is best. Miss Rosa said it, for the individual kid. What do you need to help you to be successful? That is the center of all of our discussions in our professional learning communities with teachers. And what you will experience as a Smyrna parent is that we allow our students to deliver student-led conferences. So not only are the adults in the building digging deep into the data and really understanding the learning gaps that students have, but the students understand this is where I'm performing, this is where I need to be performing, and these are the things. They have to come up with a plan. These are the things that I am going to do in order to get where I need to go, and these are the people who will help and support me. So our student-led conferences really show that it is a continuous cycle at Smyrna, really figuring out what each individual child needs and helping to move them to success. Also want to remind you that we do have English language learner services, and even though I unfortunately am not fluent in a second language, we do have resources available at the school. And in the chat, there was reference to contacting the school for further assistance. We'll hook you up with a resource to support you and your family's needs.
Was there a question up there that I missed, or just a comment? Nope.
Have not seen any more questions come through.
All right. Well, is there anything else anyone would like to share? Because if not, we'll look at wrapping up, but I don't want to overlook anything that you all think might be important.
I'd like to mention that part of building a school community is also fostering the relationship within the community that we serve. And so we have great partnerships with various community partners who ensure that our students also have everything they need. So we want to say thank you to all of those community partners. I don't want to name one because I may forget someone. So I'm going to say thank you to our Highview, Okolona area, and thank you for all that you do for the
And to
House of
piggyback
Smyrna.
off of Ms. Thompson, I just want to say we had a huge show out with our community partners last year, during our Read Across America week, where they came in and actually read to all of our students. Every day of the week was a different showcase. We had a cultural day. We had a job day. We had just different things that were in our community, and our community really showed up for Smyrna. They were fantastic partners with us, willing to work with our kids. Our kids absolutely enjoyed that day, and we ended up the whole culminating Read Across America week with a vocabulary day parade where our kids got to dress up as a vocabulary word and just paraded up and down the halls, which was fantastic. We all enjoyed it. So thank you to our community partners who came and showed up and showed out for Smyrna. Thank you.
All right. Well, if we don't have any other questions, I would just like to say to everyone out there, thank you for considering Smyrna. There's a lot of schools out there, and there are a lot of schools out there for that very reason, because you as a parent had the opportunity to choose the school that best meets the needs of your child and your family. So I don't want anyone to ever feel pressured, because I will always tell you that my school is the best school. But I want you to seriously think about the things that we shared with you today. Do your research, ask people in the community. But I think when it comes down to it, you have to make the decision about what's best for you and your family. Know that if you do choose Smyrna, we will go over and beyond to bring you into the family and to do whatever we can do to help your child be successful. Are we perfect? No one is. However, will we work to do whatever we can? Always. So I hope you all choose Smyrna. Got wonderful, wonderful teachers, awesome students, and an even better community that embraces and supports us. So thank you for tuning in to our Showcase of Schools virtual open house. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at the school or email us any of your questions as you finish your application process. Thank you again. Good night.
Thank you all so much.